Given question, find the centroid of given composite.
Let us understand general procedure to find out centroid for any given shape. You can follow this procedure for every question. In this video, we are going to find out centroid for this given shape. First step is to select x-axis and y-axis. We have to select this axis so that this given shape will be in the first quadrant. I will select the horizontal bottom line as the x-axis. So I will extend this horizontal line and here is x-axis. I will select this corner point, that is I will draw here one vertical line passing through this corner point and we will choose this line as a y-axis. Now the point of intersection with this x-axis and y-axis is known as origin O. Now we know that on the right hand side of this horizontal line values are positive. In the upward direction on the vertical line values are positive and in the downward direction values are negative. So if we observe, this is the first quadrant in which this entire shape is fixed. Now second step, we have to split this given shape into number of small shapes, that is in terms of triangle or rectangle. So if we observe this shape, we will make here one construction line. I will extend this point in the vertical line. So I will show this with the help of dash line. Now if we observe, this is the triangle shape. Now here is the second point. If I extend this point, if I draw here one vertical line, then here second shape will be prepared and in terms of rectangle. Now again from this point, if I extend horizontal line, then there are two shapes. Here is the triangle and here is the rectangle. Now we will give numbers to these shapes. So here is the first shape in the form of triangle. This is the second shape in the form of rectangle. This is the third shape in the form of triangle and this is the fourth shape in the form of rectangle. Now we will follow step by step procedure. We will move to the shape number 1. We have to fill up this table. First column is for shape number. So we will take shape number 1. Second column is for area. So for shape number 1, shape is the triangle. So area of triangle, half multiplied by base multiplied by height. So here base is 2 centimeter, height is 6 centimeter. So if we take here, area is equal to 6 centimeter square. Then next is we have to choose the center point. So for this triangle, how to select the center point? So I have drawn here the separate diagram for the right angle triangle. Now if we observe, this G is the center point. Now the distance from this height for the center point is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied by this length of the base. So 1 by 3 multiplied by base. And the distance of this G from this base is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied by length of the height, that is 1 by 3 multiplied by height h. Now in the same way we have to find out the distance. Now I will select here the center point. Now the next step is to draw the perpendicular lines on the x-axis as well as y-axis. So I will draw two perpendiculars. Now this perpendicular line, that is the horizontal line, is known as value of x and this vertical line is known as the value of y. So how to find out the length of this x? If we observe from this height, the distance of this G is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied by this length of the base. So this remaining length, because this length is equal to, I will draw here with the help of dotted line, this length is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied by base length. But here the remaining length we have to select and that is equal to 2 by 3 multiplied by base. That is 2 by 3 multiplied by 2. that is equal to 4 by 3. So value of x 4 by 3. Now we have to calculate ax. A multiplied by x, 6 multiplied by 4 by 3, that is equal to 8. Now we will find out value of y. So here y is equal to 1 by 3 multiplied by total height. So again we will take 1 by 3 multiplied by this 6, that is 6 by 3, and it is equal to 2. Now next is ay, that is area into y, that is equal to 12. Now we will move to the shape number 2. Now shape number 2, here is the rectangle. Again we will follow the same procedure. We have to select the center point. I will select here the center point. Now next step is to draw perpendicular line on x-axis and y-axis. This horizontal line is known as value of x. This vertical line is known as value of y. So how to find out this x? Now this is the center point of this total length or width of this rectangle. So if we observe, this is 2 meters. So 2 centimeter, 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So here 1 plus remaining 2, that is equal to 3. So we can say that value of x is equal to 3 for shape number 2. So we have to write here 2, I will write here 3. Now how to calculate value of y? So this is the center point of this whole height. So total height is equal to 1.5 plus 5 plus 1, that is 6, 7.5 divided by 2. So I will write here value of y 7.5 divided by 2. Now we have to calculate area. So area, that means multiplication of two lengths, that is this height and this total width and this length. So length 7.5 multiplied by 2. So 7.5 multiplied by 2, that means 15. Calculated value of ay 56.25. Now we will move to the next shape number 3. So again we will fill up this table. Here is shape number 3, then area. So area of this triangle, half multiplied by base. So base is equal to 3 and height is equal to, here 5 centimeter is given. So 5 multiplied by 3, 15 divided by 2. So we have to take here as a 7.5. Now next step, we have to find out value of x and y. For that we will choose the center point. So I will select here the center point. So in the same way here, from this height and from this base, I will select the center point. Now the next step, we have to draw two perpendiculars. One is on x-axis and second is on y-axis. Now what is the value of this total x? So first we will find out value of this small length. That is the distance of the center line from this height is equal to, that is 1 by 3 multiplied by base. So 1 by 3 multiplied by this base is equal to, that is base of this triangle is equal to 3. So 1 by 3 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 1. So I will write here 1. So this is only small distance. And then we will find out the value of this, that is this small vertical line. So it is 1 by 3 multiplied by this total height. So total height is 5. So we can say that it is 5 by 3. Now we will calculate the whole length of x. So this total length is known as x and this total vertical height is known as y. So how to calculate? So this 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 5. So value of x we will write here 5. And then value of y, 5 by 3 plus 1. So we have to take here calculation, that is 5 plus 3, 8 by 3. So in simplified form we will write here as a 8 by 3. Then we will multiply this with this area and we can calculate ax and ay. Now we will move to the next shape number 4. So for that we will remove this previous construction, that is that we drop the perpendicular line on x-axis. So we will remove this. Then we have to choose the center point. So center point for this rectangle we will select here. Then next step, we have to draw two perpendicular line. One is on x-axis and the second is on y-axis. So here these are the two perpendicular lines. Now if we observe, we have to fill up this table. So again, shape number 4, area of this rectangle, that is base multiplied by width, that is 3 plus 1, 4 multiplied by 1, that is 4. Then value of x. So this horizontal distance is known as x. So how to calculate this? So this is the center point. So this total length is equal to 4, and here this small span is equal to 2. So this 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 6 centimeters. So we will write here value of x is equal to 6 and value of y. So this total width is equal to 1. So 1 divided by 2, that is equal to 0.5. For the shape number 3 and 4, we have calculated values of ax and ay. Now we will move to calculate coordinates of centroid G, that is x bar and y bar. So how to calculate this x bar? So for that we can say that we have to add these values of ax for 4 number of shapes. That is, we can say that this is a1 x1, a2 x2, a3 x3 and a4 x4. So when we add this, then we have to divide with areas, that is a1, a2, a3, a4. So here we will take 8 plus 45 plus 37.5 plus 24 divided by 6 plus 15 plus 7.5 plus 4, and that is equal to 3.52 centimeters. So this is the horizontal distance from the origin. So we will mark one point. So this total distance is 2 and here is something 3.52. So I will make here the horizontal distance. Now we will find out y bar. So how to calculate this? So here is the a1 y1, a2 y2, a3 y3 and a4 y4. So we have to add this. 12 plus 56.25 plus 20 plus 2 divided by 6 plus 15 plus 7.5 plus 4, that is equal to 2.77 centimeters. So we will mark one point. So 2.77 will be here. Now we will draw perpendicular lines. So when we draw the perpendicular line from these 2 points, there is the point of intersection, and this point of intersection is G. Now this horizontal distance is known as x bar and this vertical distance is known as y bar.